Hello again, everyone. George Packard, Ron Madmiller, Family Lawn and Landscape. Today we want to talk to you about a question that came in, and it was, what do you charge for landscaping? Just a very simple question, you would think, but of course it's not a simple question. When somebody asks you, what do you charge for your landscaping services? Well, they're all different, you know. Everything to me is landscaping, as far as if you are, okay, looking over the fence. What are you looking at?
Get out of here!
Look at him, he's scoping the place. Hold on. That's right. Keep walking.
Keep walking!
You big and fat. I better not do that. All right, anyway. So, we just had somebody peering over our fence while we're in the middle of shooting an important video.
Very important.
Anyway, what were we talking about? The cost of landscaping services. Okay. Cost of landscaping service is pretty vague. I look at everything as like landscaping, so, you know, whether it's mowing grass, putting a paver patio in, retaining walls, new lawns, all that kind of stuff. So, what should you charge? As much as possible. Was that not the right answer?
That is the...
Ding ding, we got a prize! What do I get, Johnny?
Well, you roll over to the next category, George.
Well, I'll roll right over. All right. So anyway, now as far as the money goes, like down in Florida, what we do is we charge $45 an hour per man to do any extras. We've gotten away from, we used to offer a full service. Now we're going to go into detail on this.
Yeah.
We used to offer a full service in which we would come in, and let's say it would be, just for an example, just throwing it out there, it might be $150 a month to come in and mow your grass, take care of your shrubs, spray for your beds for weeds, you know, and maybe cut a palm frond here and there, whatever. Okay, it's just an example. I'm throwing it out there. What we've gotten away from that now. We don't do that anymore. We don't offer that service anymore. What we do is we tell them, okay, it's going to be $100 a month to mow your grass. And it's $45 an hour per man to do anything else. Okay? So what we do in those circumstances, why we did that, is because we felt it was important. We were getting taken advantage of, because instead of coming in and mowing people's shrubs like once a month in the summer down here, you gotta trim their shrubs. Did I just say mow?
You did, but hopefully our viewers know what he meant.
If not, I'll clarify it. Trim the shrubs. And once a month in the summer, and like every other month in the winter, okay, just because they grow so fast in the summer. But what we were finding was our customers would take advantage of that. If they were full service, boy, they better not have a weed on that property, and then they want those shrubs trimmed 3 times, maybe even 4 times a month. And how many headaches have we run into with that?
A lot of headaches, You know, and it's not, there's no hedge or shrub that needs to be trimmed every week, but if there's a little one sticking out in the back, and it can be totally unseen, but... And they'll never ask you to do it right there on the spot. They'll always wait till you're 20 minutes down the road, call the office, and then the office gets a hold of me, then I got to get a hold of the crew, and it's just a big hassle. So we just completely got away from that. Right,
and we actually found that we make more money by not doing it that way, because once you stop them from doing it and you say, look, I'm going to charge you every time I have to do your shrubs, now suddenly it doesn't have to be done every week, does it, Ron?
No, it doesn't.
Once a month seems to be just fine now, doesn't it?
Yep, then they're happy with that.
Oh, yeah.
Then they're very happy with that.
Absolutely. So that's what we did with that, okay? So that you guys can all take that back to your business and do that, because that really made a difference in our profit margin, and getting rid of the headaches and the complainers that if a sprout grew out like that in a week and you weren't cutting those shrubs, and they, like you say, they send a picture to the office calls up Ron's got to go out, take a look at the problem. He gets there and it's like, Jesus Christ, George, this place looks awesome. I don't know what they're bitching about. You know, it's just a big hassle. Yeah. So now when they have you come out there once a month, they always make sure they're there. That's the other reason. Because I was just thinking of this. Because how many times have they told us to go out, mow their property, or trim their hedges? We go there, we trim their hedges, get them all cleaned up to what we think is nice. They come home and they bitch about it. How many times does that happen?
A lot.
A lot. You can't do it right. I don't care who you are. There's unless you've been doing their places for years, it seems.
Yeah.
You know.
That's very true.
Everybody's so different. So that's the other reason that's a good thing to go to do it that way, because they make sure they're there when you come and do the shrubs.
Mm-hmm.
If they hire you in that once a month, then they say they want to be there, then you know, hey, you want me to take a little more off, a little less, yada, yada, right?
Exactly.
Man, that was a brilliant answer on my part.
That was very smart.
I know. Okay. So then you want to handle like the costs and markups and things like that in products, or?
Yeah, well, like with our products, I mean, I'm just going to use this as an example because we do a lot of it, like with your mulching. I mean, I just double the price on a mulch. I mean, I just go, if a bag costs you $2.50, I charge $5, for a bag of mulch to throw it, just because of the simple fact it's by far a lot easier. And if you don't figure it that way, now these people want you, they expect you got time to go and get the materials, and you could spend 2 hours. And if you have to run more than once, none of that's ever figured into a bid properly, and anytime you have to rerun and add some more stuff and it's easier for them to change their mind also. Once you get so far, they might add on some more stuff. But then again, you're never sitting there with extra product that you're never going to use again. And but that's the same thing with our hedges, our flowers, plants, palm trees, anything. We just mark them up 100%.
Yeah. So, and even in the irrigation stuff like that, guys, when you go out there, your sprinkler heads, we mark them up 100%. In Florida here, that's what I really like about Florida is they've got unity in certain classes of business, like sprinkler repairmen. These guys around here will charge you $75 an hour all day, and they're all right at 70s, like $75 an hour. They're all right there. You go into lawn care, they're all over the place. Some guys are mowing lawns for $45 a month. What do you think of that?
Oh, I know that.
It's terrible. So,
yeah.
You get things like that, and you can't believe anybody can go that low. I still don't understand their concept in that. It's ridiculous to me. But the unity is really cool in like electricians. They all generally stay with a higher rate. Mm-hmm. Plumbers have the same rates usually, or pretty close to each other. Same thing, for the sprinkler guys. I mean, I don't know about roofers. I don't know how they do it, but either way, guys, we charge our stuff. We mark it up 100% because even if you get those sprinkler heads, hey, we had to go to the store and get them. Okay, we had to pay that money for them. We had to use the gas to go get them. We had to have our time to go get them. And I don't care what you use. Like fixing sprinklers, you never have the right stuff. You always got to run to the store, it seems like. Doesn't it?
You could have 5,000 sprinkler parts in your truck, and it's going to be that 5,001 piece that you need.
That never got reordered. When they used them up, nobody thought to go there and inventory. That's another weakness on our part, so we got to fix that. But another weakness. Notice how I said that? Oh, that was bad.
That was bad.
I shouldn't have. I know.
Watch what you say.
You're going to have to do more talking. But
somebody might watch this.
I know. Well, what are the odds of that, Ron?
Well,
not good.
Not good.
All right. Well, for those 5 of you that do want to watch this, we'll move on to the next question. Well, the next thing is $65 an hour in Wisconsin. Okay. I charge more money there because you can get away with more money there. I think it's more because of it's a seasonal thing, and I think when you get down there, because it is a seasonal business, you can get away with more charges. Down here in Florida, where it's running 12 months out of the year, there's so much competition down there, it drives the price right down. It's ridiculous. So anyway, like I say, it's more seasonal, but still, same thing with the products. Still 100% markup on the products. It's kind of like the location dictates where your money is. So, just like I said, in Wisconsin, I don't have as much competition. My rates are higher. You get down to Florida, there's tons and tons of competition down here, so the rates are lower, okay? How we make our money, and I've said this in other videos, but I'll just tell you again, is you do make money in the lawn mowing, but the extras are where it's at. No doubt in my mind, that's where it's at. That's, the mowing's the bread and butter. It's just the average steady paycheck, but the extras is where you get it. And by getting to the extras, and I'm just going to quickly touch on this, like I said about using the internet and that being your number one tool, that generates more and more customers for you. So now, at the end of the year, let's say you're mowing 500 customers, okay? You have 500 people that need mulching done, sod work done, irrigation work done, chintz bug treatment done, what else? Tree trimming, shrub trimming.
Everything.
So the more customers you have, the more extras you're going to be doing. Therefore, you're going to make more money. That makes sense? I mean, if you had 50 customers, if that's all you had, well, maybe out of those 50 customers, 10% of them would have you do something. Okay, well, 10% out of 500 is a lot better because now we're going to do a lot more with the extras. And we actually push our extras. We go after them. So, but that's that. Kind of like the rich man, poor man. Ron, talk about this a little bit about how our prices even change. Just stick with Florida. Just stick with that and how our prices change from one location to the next.
Well, just like here in Brevard County, give me a perfect example. We have sections. We have 3 different sections. We've got the south, beachside, which is the middle, and then we have the north run. And example is the south run. That's basically that's your cheapest. You know, it's just that people are further out there. They don't, you know, they're more of a lower income families. People that are more on fixed incomes. And then you have the beach. Now you would think beachside, oh, that's where all the money is. That's not true. And I think that's because it goes on before. There's just so much competition there, you know, along the beach that keeps your prices down lower, but it still pays more than our south run. And then you get further north, and that's our best paying clients. They're, you know, it's a newer area. Oh, go ahead.
Okay, thank you. I just wanted to elaborate one thing on the beach side.
Yes.
Because when Ron talked about the beach side, you'd think that's where the money is, this and that. Yeah, beach houses are expensive. They cost millions of dollars to get, all of this kind of stuff. But at the same time, the majority of people living in those houses nowadays, that was like their grandfather's place. You know what I mean? Because when you're talking about there not being all, you think that they're filthy rich on beachside. A lot of it's not true because their kids are staying in the place. I mean, they've had it that long. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And those guys, they might just work at a 7-Eleven. Yeah. I mean, we don't know, you know? So,
yeah.
But anyway, go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt. Well, I did mean to interrupt. Well, I raised my hand. I was very polite.
Yeah. Well, he does that to me all the time.
I raised my hand.
But anyway, then like the north, it's a lot. There's a lot more newer developments up there. People moving in. People got very good paying jobs, and they just pay more to have their lawn care done because they don't have time for it. When they come home, you know, they might be gone a week or flying around the country on their job or whatever. But when they come home, the last thing they want to do is cut their grass and trim their hedges and, you know, pull weeds out of their flower beds. When they get home and we're doing their property, it's not, and they don't tend to, you know, complain at all about a price.
Right. So that being said, even in Brevard County where we're at, there's still 3 different areas of price ranges that you hit. That's the bottom line of what he's saying. But I think I said it better in one sentence, but that's just me.
Well, you know.
Shut up, Ron. I'm talking.
Sometimes
anyway, I'm talking.
Shut up,
raise your hand. Christ. Anyway, bottom line is, guys, you got to make a profit. And no matter where you're doing it, don't be a lowballer. I don't care what anybody says. I just watched, I can't even say who I watched last night. I watched this guy. Could not believe the things that was coming out of his mouth. But when you're a lowballer, man, you're just hurting everybody. I don't care who you are. You've got to make money. Know your numbers when you go to bid those projects. It's hard when you start out. I get that. You got to start somewhere. So you try and figure it out. It's not that hard to figure out where your prices are. Have, like, say, your parents' house. If you're starting out, have a parent's or a friend's house. Have that friend call 3 different lawn care companies. They'll come by, give you a bid on the property. Now you know what your prices are.
Yeah.
Okay? That it's just that simple. You know, don't have your lawn truck sitting outside the house, you know. I mean, just have your buddy call. It doesn't mean anything to him. He's just going to spend a few minutes with each lawn guy, show him the property. If you have an average sized lawn, now you get the idea what these guys are charging. So now you know where you want to be. And you don't want to be the low guy. No. You don't want to be the high guy. You want to be somewhere in the middle of that mix. We tend to be on the higher end of it. I think we talked about that a little bit. But we also offer a lot more. I mean, we're staffed 24/7 with the phones, our office people, the insurances, the licenses, all that stuff, all of our professional equipment. I mean, we're running top-notch everything all the way across the board, and that costs money. You know, they're paying for quality, and they know that, and people will pay for quality. I've said this time and time again. How many times have we talked about the guy showing up with the old rusty pickup truck?
We talk about it all the time.
All the time. You know, people... Well, did you raise your hand, or didn't you? Too late. Too late. Too late.
Call you guys. Thanks, fellas. See ya. That's you son of a bitch. Anyway.
Sorry about that, Ron.
Sorry, Jordan.
It's all right.